360. This is Zahid Awan, your host, with the latest real estate market updates. Today, we will talk about the shortage of the housing, interest rates. Is it a good time to buy a house, or is it a good time to sell a house? All about it. So, inventory is arguably the biggest challenge for buyers in today's housing market. There are simply more buyers actively looking for the homes to purchase than there are selling. So the scale is tipped in favor of sellers. So sellers are the one who are holding it. So the supply is low. National Association of Realtors estimates that the inventory is around 20% down as compared to a year ago. So, Freddie Mac chief economist, he says, simply put, new housing supply is not keeping up with rising demand. We estimate that the housing market is undersupplied by 3.3 million units. And the shortage is rising by about 300,000 units a year. More than half of the states have a housing shortage, meaning that more than 25 big states have housing shortage. And why is inventory so low? There are many factors. The biggest factor is the pandemic. People are sitting home and they're reluctant to sell their houses because they don't know when this pandemic will end and what will be the financial situation after that. So they are holding their investments, their house, till everything clears. So that is the biggest factor that the sellers are in pause. The other factor is, you will be surprised to hear this, that people are right now living in their houses more than previous years. So back in 1985, when they started the survey, the average person was living in a house and they were selling it for 5 years, and then they were moving. And then in 1997, this average went up to 7 years in a house, and then sell it and move on to a new house. And it stayed for around 5-6 years. And then in 2009, it went up to 7%, 7 years. From 97 to 2008, it stayed 6 years, average 6 years, people were saying. And then 2009, it started adding up 1 year. So 2010, 8 years, 2011, 9 years, and then it stayed till 2013. In 2014, it's jumped up again 10 years. So right now, it is 10 years. Last year, 2019, the average was 10 years stay in the home, and then thinking about moving anywhere. Thankfully, with the strength the market has gained over the last 10 years, today's homeowners are in a much better equity position than in 2008 when the recession hit. Now is a fantastic time for homeowners who are ready to make a move to break the 10 years trend and sell their house, especially while buyer demand is so high and inventory is so low. So but it makes it the prime time to sell. And another thing, in this time, the rates are historically low, and they are that low that since 1971, they are the lowest rate. Last week, the interest rate for 30 years were 2.98, and 15-year was 2.48. So the bottom line is there are simply not enough houses for sale today. If you are ready to leverage your equity and sell your house, reach out to local real estate professional today. It's a great time to move while demand for homes to buy is extremely high. The chances are good that the houses will come in market in future. The National Association of Realtors is predicting too that the housing market will recover very soon, and the supply of the houses will be more in future. If you are considering selling your house, your current house has some of the features today's buyer are looking for. Interest rate a little bit went up, but still 30-year fixed rate is 3.085%, and 20 years fixed rate is 2.938%. 15-year fixed rate is 2.551%. And then ARM rates are different. 5-year ARM is 2.83, 7-year ARM is 2.68, and then 10-year ARM is 2.87. And then jumbo rates, they are a little bit higher. 30 years fixed jumbo rates are 3.25. 15 years fixed jumbo rate is 3%. And this data is from NerdWallet mortgage rate. So sale is going up. The newly built houses sale surged 55% year over year in June. The highest pace of the sale growth in home building since the housing boom back in 2005 and 2006. And this data was provided by John Bunn Real Estate Consulting. The firm's data tends to mirror US Census Bureau report. So in brief, if you are first-time home buyer, take the advantage of low interest rates and save some money and buy a house. And if you are a seller, then time is running out because September will be the lowest time of the year to sell a house. So you have only 1 month left. So either you wait till next spring, or if you want to sell right now, then make your house ready and bring in the market and find a real good real estate agent who can help you. Subscribe my channel, Comedy 360. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.